Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird and we're back with a new Steel Division 2 cast for you today. The matchup we have Kato Megumi.ZZ versus US Prestor John. It is the battle of the 5th SS Panzer Viking. Both players in the ultimate mirror match have picked the same division with the same income type. So it's going to be interesting how this one pans out. Let's just refresh ourselves with the playoffs positions. We've just finished the cast of Nilla versus Frublord. Nilla did win that one out 2-1. If you missed that game, you'll know the result now, but why don't you go back and watch the action if you've not seen it. So Nilla proceeds through to the semi-finals, will face off against Sean. That's bound to be an absolute fantastic match, and it's a match I've been waiting for. I don't think Nilla and Sean have faced off in a competitive environment before, so wow, that's going to be a great one to watch. But the matchup today, we have Kato Megumi.ZZ versus US Prestor John, and obviously the winner of that best of 3 will go through to face Gonzo. But I must update you, this is the second game of the best of 3. The first game, Kato Megumi.ZZ did win it. It was only a 6-minute game. So I've taken feedback from casts that I've done previously. And the other week I did quite a short cast, and I think the majority of you decided you didn't really want to see a short sort of stomp, less than 10-minute sort of time of on the replay, so I decided not to bring that one to you. So Kato Megumi.ZZ did win the first game in this matchup, so he's 1-0 up, but it is a best of 3, so US Prestor John has the opportunity to, to even up the score just like Frublord did and take it through to a decider. So we will see what happens in this matchup. Let's remember Kato Megumi.ZZ, he's on the left hand side in red. He's playing the 5th SS Panzer Viking on balanced income. Let's have a look at his deck. Let's also compare to US Prestor John's deck, and let's see what the differences are between the two. They're obviously playing the same deck with the same income. So no recon units whatsoever for Kato Megumi.ZZ. A total of 110 infantry units. I'm not going to go into them in detail. They're mostly Panzergrens. Tank wise, we have 32 tanks in total. Interesting, there is a card of Panzer IV-H's in B phase, a 1-star vet. I think it's possible to play this deck and leave out the Panzer IV-H's, so it is kind of interesting that Kato's put that in his deck. We do have the A phase commander. I think AT and AA, there's nothing really that stands out. We've got the Multi-Air Vielverschwerfer in B phase. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I got a few comments last time and I'm probably pronouncing it exactly the same way, which is probably wrong. And then we have the 2 Focke-Wulfs, the 2 cards of anti-tank Focke-Wulf 190 F8 A and B phase, so a total of 3 anti-tank rocket planes. They're going to be pretty key at taking out the enemy Panthers because it's Panther galore for both players. Let's have a look at US Prestor John's deck and see how it compares. So we do have an Arkla Panther D in the recon tab, a total of 86 infantry units, which I think is a bit less than Kato had, and a big lack of infantry in B phase, I think, and even A phase it seems quite low, so a lot of infantry in C phase. The game's underway, so I don't want to concentrate too heavily on this, but a total of 86 infantry units. I think Kato has more, but US Prestor John's backloaded all of his infantry into C phase. We do have the Jagdpanzer IVs in the anti-tank tab. Kato did not have those Jagdpanzers, so quite a difference there. No Panzer IV-H's in the tank tab for US Prestor John. Only Flatwellings for air, 120 mils in the artillery tab, and air-wise he does have more Focke-Wulf 190 F8s, but they don't come out until C phase. Wow. It's going to be a massively interesting matchup. Let's head straight in. Kato Megumi.ZZ on the left hand side in red, playing the 5th SS Panzer Viking on balanced income. US Prestor John on the right hand side in blue, also playing the 5th SS Panzer Viking on balanced income and going hard and aggressive into this central area with a lot of Flammenwerfers up against 2 squads of Panzergren. So it looks like US Prestor John is definitely going to have a good time here. Stern Pioneers racing up the road, trying to chase down that Panzergren and push forwards, and it looks like US Prestor John making a massive push in the center of this battlefield and is coming out on top, gets the 13-11 early on. And those flaming units, the Sturm Pioneers and the Flammenwerfers, doing a fantastic job at the start of this game. Panzergren just caught out completely in the open here from Kato Megumi.ZZ, and luckily for Kato, US Prestor John doesn't really have anything to take out that, but we do have some Panzergrens in the SDKZ 251/1, so I would expect them to unload and then the half-tracks take out those Panzergrens. But wow, look at the territory that US Prestor John has managed to pick himself up in this central town, and it's a major fighting point, so to pick up that territory so early, unbelievable. Gets the 13-11 now, 32 minutes left if he can hold out on this 13-11. Very conservative up north and fairly conservative down south, so I'm kind of surprised that Kato just got so overwhelmed early on in this central area of the battlefield. He's rushing in Jagdpanzer Su-76s, but there's no real armor here, so I mean, I presume he's going to use that as an artillery piece. I'm sure they're in the anti-tank tab. Yeah, they are. They are anti-tank units, but he's going to use them as basically indirect fire support, as artillery kind of fire support, which is interesting and actually could serve him fairly well here. So I guess that's why he didn't take the standard artillery. He only takes those multi-Wildfischwerfers. Or Wildfischwerfers. Wildfischwerfer. Looks like Kato is starting to push up north with his Panzergrens. But US Prestor John has Panzergrens of his own, and they're 2 stars up there by the Pioneer Führer. They definitely won't be beaten. They're in heavy green cover, and the Panzergrens of Kato are out in the open right now. Sorry, they're in light cover, yellow light cover. So they are going to get beaten, but one of them is sneaking down south and may well sneak this northern flag. Kato has pulled it back and got himself a 13-11 here, I think, capturing this central flag, and he's recaptured this kind of center city flag as well. Holds him at a 13-11, but in comes the Panzer T-34-85. That will do well against any of the armor currently out on Kato's side. We've got a Jagdpanzer 4 coming in from US Prestor John, and Kato did not have those Jagdpanzers in his deck, which is quite surprising for a 5th SS Panzer deck, because those Jagdpanzers are fantastic units, really good units. So up north, US Prestor John has held off the push of the Panzergrens. They have retreated. One of them has gone down, but the other one did manage to get into position and pick up a flag up here in the north. Kato gets himself a 14-10 here and starts to tick down US Prestor John. The Pack 3850 is firing down at the reinforcing units. There is a Ju-88G1 here from US Prestor John. Kind of surprising. No surprise that he's brought in a fighter. I mean, no enemy aircraft, so I mean, I presume he's using that to strafe with. Looks like it. Oh, he's been strafing this Pack 38 down here, but fighters aren't so good at strafing anymore. Oh, it looks like the Pack 38 is taking shots at the T-34-85 in the north. This could be a big kill for Kato if he manages to get it, because it's the main armoured support up on this northern side. Taking that out could leave his Panzergrens open, but Kato doesn't have armour of his own. He only has the SDKZ 251/1. It does go down to the Pack 38, so nice kill from Kato there. May well relieve some pressure if you can use that half track. Kind of fire at these Panzergrens. He could start to make some inroads in that northern side. Down goes one of the half tracks up north to the Pack 38 of US Prestor John, and the Jagdpanzer IV is starting to push forwards. We do have a Panther A onto the field, as well as a Gepard to try and chase off to force back that Ju-88 G1. The Stern Pioneer and Flammenwerfer did combine to get rid of the pack gun that was in this heavy forest, and US Prestor John's picked up a flag here in the central position. He's still 13-11 down, having lost this flag further up north. The Ju-88 coming in for another strafing run, along with a second here. Looks like they're both going to strafe the Gepard, and this could well be a decent tactic. I mean, they're not fantastic at strafing run, but the Gepards are open top. They are 20 mils, and these are heavy fighters, so yeah, they have very good resilience, so that could well work for US Prestor John, unless more anti-air comes out from Kato Megumi.ZZ. Down south, Kato has just placed his troops on hold fire. Does have a commanding position over the southern side. We do have the Alpha Panther D in here from US Prestor John, although it's not really engaging in any action as yet. Some of the Panzergrens are falling back. The half-track does now come into play. One of the other half-tracks has gone down to the Pak 3850 up here. So US Prestor John's starting to look a little bit weak on this northern side. Needs to get some reinforcements in. He does have Panzergrens on the way. 12-12. So he did pick up a really good position. He has extended that into the centre. If he can get some decent armour up on that hill, he could really hurt the reinforcements of Kato as they come into play. But I think early aggression from US Prestor John, but he's not managed to kind of hold on to that aggressive play. And the Panther A coming in here, it's now making moves forwards, but there is an Alpha Panther D in here as well, so it's going to be Panther D takes the first shot, bailout, big kill. Wow. The Alpha Panther D, I think, was it the recon optics that allowed him to take that first shot, but instant bailout. Kato is in trouble now. That was the big defense he had on this southern side. Oh, shoot a knockout onto the Jagdpanzer IV. Maybe this Jagdpanzer Su-76 can somehow pull off the Magnificent, but I very much doubt it. He should not be able to penetrate that Jagdpanzer IV at that distance. The Alpha Panther D starts to move forwards as well, and I think the Panther's gone down, the Jagdpanzer SU's gone down, and Kato has lost his armoured presence. All of the Su-76ers that he brought in have gone down in this central area. US Prestor John is looking to advance in this central area, and he's doing it really well. Down goes another half track. I mean, the Alpha Panther D and the Jagdpanzer IV are just huge commanding presences now in the centre of this field. The Ju-88 still pressure the Gepards that came into the battlefield. I think one of them has gone. Maybe it retreated, but Kato's had to bring in 3 Gepards now in total to force back these Ju-88s. Up on the northern side, US Prestor John still looking in trouble, but has brought in those reinforcing Panzergrens. They will win out against Kato's 1 Panzergren here, especially if the Flammenwerfer's coming in as well. So it looks like US Prestor John is at least reinforcing his northern position. There is a Stug 4 going up there. There is also another Pak 38 joining its brethren up on the northern side. The Stern Pioneer look like they push forwards. There's just 1 man left in that squad, but there's only 5 Panzergrens defending this entire city for Kato Megumi.ZZ. He looks completely outnumbered in this central sound, and look at this flag back here being captured by US Prestor John. He may well even somehow surround this southern side if he can push units a little bit further south. In comes a Focke-Wulf 190 F8. It looks like it's trying to jink into position to try and take down that Panther. Doesn't get the kill there. Does not get the kill on the Panther D. It lives to fight another day. The Stern Pioneer hop forward into the next building. Fire off that Flammenwerfer 41. Oh, they do go down, but get the kill. The flames released before they got shot, and they take each other out, but it allows US Prestor John to press forwards with his Flammenwerfers and pick up the flag here. 13-11 still to Prestor John, but he's got a very commanding lead in this central area of the battlefield, and this town. There's 3 flags here. They are fought over every single match we see on this particular map, and US Prestor John has a massive upper hand right now. In comes another Panther A for Kato Megumi.ZZ. Can that one do the job? I mean, if the Alpha Panther D goes down, the Panther A can certainly hold off the Jagdpanzer 4s. There is a T-34-85 here as well. That can penetrate that Panther. But yeah, that Panther A is key for Kato now. He really needs to keep that thing alive and take out a number of units. The Jagdpanzer 4 is pushing forwards for US Prestor John. It has now stopped. Kind of surprised he didn't continue that push up the road, although he doesn't have infantry in front. Yeah, I'm surprised these Stern Pioneers aren't pushing up here. You know, allowing that Jagdpanzer to get into this kind of position and just completely shut off the reinforcement route. US Prestor John has made advances up in the north though, has resecured his flag up there, and it looks fairly quiet for now. A Pioneer Führer coming into play. There is the BEF SDKZ 251/3 in there as well. Another Panther A in for Kato, and I think that's a good idea coming up onto this hill here, so he can at least, you know, possibly threaten some side shots. The Jagdpanzer taking shots at the Gepard. Looks like the Panther A is reversing to try and get into a position to take on this Jagdpanzer, and that's a good decision for Kato because the Panther definitely has the advantage over those Jagdpanzers. But US Prestor John is wise and moves that Jagdpanzer away from the Panther. He has a second one moving in though. He needs to engage that Panther 2-1. No, that Jagdpanzer's stopping in the backyard of that house and not exposing him to the Panther A. In comes a Pak 3850, so it looks like US Prestor John's going to try and micro that unit through. Oh, what a position that would be. Into this kind of position here would be fantastic. In comes a Focke-Wulf 190 F8. Will it get the kill this time? Onto the Panther D. Does get the kill. Does pick up the kill onto that Panther D. And that gets rid of the big Panther down here on the southern side from US Prestor John. And Kato has 2 Panthers in here and a third one following it up. He has the Panther advantage. Can he push back? There's no infantry here. There is, well, no, that's a lie. There are 2 units of Panzergrenz in here. Oh, looks like that Jagdpanzer's spotting the, firing on the Panzergrenz up in the northern side. The T-34-85's pushing forwards. That Pak 38 is going to be in a great position to take out this Panther A if US Prestor John micros it well. Still looks like it's fairly quiet up on that northern side. There are some mortar half-tracks that have come in for US Prestor John, but I don't think they've been used. Right, the Pak 38 is now engaging that Panther. Can it get a kill? It's going to have to use the APCR. Oh, takes 2 shots and then backs away. Don't think US Prestor John liked that engagement. I think he was trying to double team that with the other Jagdpanzer. Smoke being popped by the Stern Pioneers. Kind of an odd... Oof! Down goes that Pak gunner. I think it was the Panzergrenz there that got the kill. So nice kill from Kato. Takes away the threat of that Pak gun. And... oh, there is Panther A, the leader. We're probably going to see this unit out twice. Oh, just look at that skin. Lovely skin. Oh, look at the cinematics. Lovely to see. The Panther A Führer Nicolucci Lek onto the battlefield. Down goes a half-track from Kato. He's now rushing the Panzergrenz in, so he's re-established control on the tank front with those Panthers. The Jagdpanzers are just picking off the half-tracks, but as long as these Panthers stay alive, Kato's going to be okay here, I think. If he has the Panther advantage, he can make it back. It's 12-12, 15 minutes on this clock. No income differences, no income advantage to either player, so it's purely about trades right now. Oh, looks like those Ju-88s are back up on the northern side. The mortars coming into play, hammering that northern forest. I think Kato's troops have weakened on that northern side. US Prestor John definitely looks like he's got a great handle up there on the north. In this central area, Kato has managed to push back into the flag here. He lost his flag. In comes another Focke-Wulf 190 F8. Is it targeting Nicolusi-Lek? He's got the side armor showing right now. Oh my days, taken out immediately as he comes into the battlefield. Nicolusi-Lek does not command US Prestor John's 5th SS Viking no more. He is down, he is out. Oh, Panther A going down for Kato as well in reply. The Pak 3850 doing the job. Down goes one of the Ju-88 G1s finally going down. I think the Flak 43 coming in here really making US Prestor John pay. Oh, the other one go down as well. Oh, it's just going to fall back in time, but we have 1, 2, 3 Gepards in here and a Flak 37. So, Kato has made some big strikes with those early Focke-Wulfs, but US Prestor John has them in his deck. They're just backloaded into C phase. The second Focke-Wulf coming in up north now. What is that thing targeting? It's only targeting the infantry. Pins them down, but doesn't do some serious damage. Is US Prestor John advancing forwards in that north once again? It looks like he's trying to take some territory back. And Kato's got enough troops up there for now, but I think he needs some reinforcements up there. At the moment, everything being concentrated in this central area. The Panther A, what is it firing at? Just the infantry for the moment, it feels. Burst of machine gun fire from the Panzergrenz with the Panzerfaust. US Prestor John's finding himself under attack in this central ground. We've got another Panther A Führer here. Pushing forwards. Trying to shut down this northern, north to south route that Kato is using right now. We have a mortar in here, a 251/2. Firing down onto the Panzergrenz, pinning them down. Oh, there is a Flammenwerth here as well. US Prestor John could get a reasonable kill on that Panzergren. I'm not sure whether the one Flammenwerth would kill them. It definitely won't if Kato moves them out, you know, into the open cover. But if US Prestor John can engage, you know, in the heavy forest, he may just manage to get the kill there. That'd be interesting to keep our eyes on. See if that Flammenwerth can kill that Panzergren. Oh, the first of the Panzer IV H's come onto the battlefield. I feel like Kato is slightly outmatched, you know. Panzer IV H to Jagdpanzer. In comes another Focke-Wulf 190 F8. Looks like it's going to target the Panther here. Yep, starts its attack run. The SDKF said do start to unload. Oh, force it back. Force it back in time. The SDKF said 7-1s in here. Finally forcing away those Focke-Wulfs, and in comes the multi-air Wilferswerfer, firing down onto the Pioneer Führer, pinning that down and possibly opening up to a surrender. No, the half-tracks do not push forwards. The Jagdpanzer IVs move in position. There are a number of Panthers in here. Is it Panther on Panther? No, not quite yet. I'm watching those Panther engagements. Another... Oh, down goes one of the Gepards. And the Wilferswerfer striking down onto the back line of US Prestor John. The commander is here and it is in trouble. US Prestor John reversing it out of the way. Will Kato get some kills here? This is a nice little strike from that Wilferswerfer. Coming in right the way back from the spawn. The rockets over the city. The SDKF said 7-1s are falling back, but no kills. Coming from more rockets continually. Firing down. But I think somehow US Prestor John has escaped without any major damage. In comes the Focke-Wulf 190 F8. Will it make the kill this time? The SD2 are suppressed. US Prestor John fine, trying to pull back that Panther. Will it get away in time? Yes, it just managed, I think, to get away to make sure that that strike missed. The rocket hitting just here, missing that Panther ray. So Kato, intelligent play there, used the multi-Wilferswerfer to hit the SD2 so they couldn't provide that anti-air presence, allowing the Focke-Wulf to come in and strike onto that Panther ray. Unfortunately, does not get him the kill. The Sternpioneer chasing the Panzergrenz. I think Kato's pushing them out into the open to try and avoid that Flammenwerfer. Doesn't manage to do so, but will avoid it now. Is far enough away at this point. Firing onto the Pioneer Fuhrer in the north, but I think Kato's troops out in the open, they will go down. He is bringing a lot of reinforcements into this central area though. Ooh, we missed some pushers in the northern side. Looks like US Prestor John making a major advance up in this northern area. Is trying to catch Kato on the back foot, and he's definitely done that. Just a battery Fuhrer and a squad of Panzergrenz with the Panzerfaust remaining in this northern side. US Prestor John is going to push through with a major attack up here. It's still 12:12 on the clock, 22 minutes and 22 seconds into this game. The Stug 4's up here as well, providing that armoured presence. There's more Stug 4's. And there's a Fuhrer up there. I'm kind of surprised that isn't further forwards, providing that leader presence. There's a Jagdpanzer 4, there's a lot of units here, and US Prestor John pushing forwards a big attack up in this northern side, so he's been able to build up a number of units while he's kind of been neglecting his centre and launching that attack up on the northern side. We'll have to watch both the north and the centre at this point. The south still looks somewhat, you know, calm, but there are a number of Panther Ds coming down here, so maybe it's indication of a push from US Prestor John in the southern side. Kato ordering Panzer 4Hs and Panther Ds up north, but he does need infantry up there as well. The Panzergrenz have finally been spotted and will go down. Just one man in that squad, and US Prestor John could push all the way back through, pick himself up possibly a 1410, another multi-Wilferswerfer strike onto the AA units and the commander back here. Will we see a kill? Down goes one of them. We do get a kill. There's a lot of rockets coming in here. Is it going to be paired with a Focke-Wulf strike as well? Yes, it is. We see it coming into play right now. Going after that Panther one more time. And surely US Prestor John after this one will have learnt. That is what Kato is doing. Does fire its rockets. Misses the target though. US Prestor John does manage to evade in time, but surely he's got the picture. After those Wilferswerfer rockets come in, expect a Focke-Wulf 190 to follow it up. Is it a 180? 190. 190. But wow, look at the number of units Kato's got in this central area now. He has a lot, and he's gonna pick up the flag here. The half track does die, but yeah, he's definitely going to pick up the flag. Just 4 Panzergrenz is nowhere near enough. And US Prestor John's mortaring his own troops here. These Panzergrenz being mortared from both sides. Oh my days. I feel sorry for those Panzergrenz. They're being hit from every direction possible. Wow. And they are going to surrender, and I'm not surprised. Being fired upon by his own commanders, I'm not surprised they're surrendering at the first opportunity they get. There they go. Oh, now it's Kato's turn to mortar his own troops. Oh my days. Both of these commanders just ordering units up to the front line and then ordering artillery strikes right on top of them. Ugh. But yeah, Kato's making a big push in the centre ground. Let's just check back to the north. Yes, Prestor John has pushed through. He's not quite picked up the flag yet. Down goes a Stug 4. The Panther is coming into play. There is a Pak 38, but It's not in the best position right now, so Kato could shut down this play from... Ooh, we have a Pack 38 sneaking forward from US Prestor John. I think he's going to be looking to take out this Panther D back here with it, prevent any kind of flanking maneuver from Kato Megumi.ZZ, although I think he feels better of it. Ooh, down goes that Panther. I think that was to mortar fire. Pretty sure that was to artillery fire. Ooh, the 3 Panthers in the southern side are starting to push forwards. They could be quite a danger to Kato. He's going to have to watch out for them. I think US Prestor John now has the Panther advantage in terms of numbers. 4-3. But Kato has the flag advantage right now. Is pushing through a victory tick and will win in 27 minutes time if things stay the same. The Pack 38 does get in position to fire off at that Panther. Does not manage to penetrate, just getting the transmission damage. There is a commander down here up vetting that Panther D, so may well survive. I think Kato has just managed to hold off this northern position somehow. And US Prestor John just wasn't able to capitalise and pick up this flag. I mean, it looked like he was really going to capitalise on that north, but yeah, Kato now reinforcing with more Panzergrenadiers. He's definitely going to re-secure his northern flank. Another Wilferswerfer strike does force all of the supporting units all the way back now, and Kato's kind of slowly pushed them back with these multi-air Wilferswerfer. He's kind of pushed them back. They were right here, and they're now what, a kilometre further back from the front. That's really going to give... Oh, down goes a Panther. It looks like a Panther went down in return as well. So Panther on Panther engagement, both sides losing out 1 Panther each. Another Wilferswerfer strike. Kato's just hammering these supporting units. Down goes another SDKFZ-71. That's both the anti-air units lost in this central area. I'm going to be expecting a Focke-Wulf strike at any moment now. Up on the northern side, SDKFZ half tracks now starting to mortar US Prestor John's troops. Kato's got the 1311, and is he just going to manage to hold off on a 1311 for the next 25 minutes? I mean, it's quite possible right now. US Prestor John has kind of given up the central flag. There is an MG42 in here that's nicely positioned from Kato. I mean, US Prestor John could somehow try and push forward a Flammenwerfer and contest this flag. Ooh, double Focke-Wulf 190 F8 strike coming up north. Where are they heading? Oh, they're heading onto this Panther D back here. So he's doubling up the Focke-Wulfs, which is kind of surprising because you don't need 2 of those planes. 1 will do the job, but 2 of them certainly will. I guess he is guaranteeing that kill with 2 of them. It would be rare for a Panther to survive a double Focke-Wulf 190 F8 strike. So back down into the central and southern side. It looks kind of quiet down here. I think US Prestor John has maybe thought about southern push, but doesn't have the resources to push that through right now. The Panthers are still down here. The center area looks secure from Kato Megumi.ZZ, and I've got to say he's done a fantastic job at pulling back this central area, because he was like, US Prestor John had this flag at like maybe less than 10 minutes into this game. Certainly US Prestor John was all the way up into this kind of position, so for Kato to have pulled this front line all the way back, he's done a fantastic job. A second double Focke-Wulf strike somewhere in the north, although maybe not. Maybe not. Did a unit go down up here? I mean, there was some smoke brought in, but yeah, Surprised. Oh, he looks like US Prestor John's bringing down into the central area. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. But yeah, unless US Prestor John can get some more infantry, this flag is gonna be in trouble any moment now. Panzergren's hopping forwards. It looks like those planes have been called away. I think US Prestor John, well no, we are now well into C phase, so yeah, he has a lot of C phase infantry. Maybe he's just conserving units, because I'm kind of surprised he's not bringing in infantry right now. I guess maybe he's spent a lot on those Focke-Wulfs, because we've just seen like 2 double Focke-Wulf strikes, so I imagine he's got 4 of those planes, so he's probably just spent, what? How much are they each? Oh, in comes another Wilferswerfer strike. They're 160 points each, so they're very expensive. It's basically a full tick. So maybe the last 4 minutes he's just constantly bought those Focke-Wulfs. Maybe that's why we've seen no reinforcing infantry come in. But this flag is looking really under pressure. I'm kind of surprised Kato didn't bombard this flag here with the Wilferswerfer and then push his infantry up. He's opted to hit that defensive forest position. Once again, the Pak 38 is having to fall back. Looks like the Panzer IV-H is pushing forwards, but there is a Panther A in here, and that is going to easily take down that Panzer IV. There it goes. All the half-tracks are pushing forwards. One of them infantry lost, and the rest unload. There's another Focke-Wulf coming in, and it's not able to make it through. I imagine, I'm not sure what that was allocated on. It looks like Kato's chasing with his own Focke-Wulf. He doesn't have any fighters in his deck, remember. He just has these 2 Focke-Wulf cards, one in A and one in B. So Kato chasing down that Focke-Wulf, a very expensive unit to try and use as a fighter, but he has secured this central flag. Finds himself still at that 1311. Miss Prestor John's picked up this central flag, counteracting the he's kind of dropped a flag for flag exchange there. This Panther A Führer survived a hell of a lot. Pushing forwards back into position once more. Another rocket strike coming in. Constant rocket barrage. Oh, it's hitting this commander's position. If that commander goes down, it's quite a big loss. But it is pretty far back from the battlefield. I guess it's going to be upvetting this Panther A Führer here. There's a Panther down here as well, not doing absolutely anything. I imagine US Prestor John brought it in and hasn't kind of reallocated position yet. No, the Wilferswerfer strike did not kill any further units. Kato pushes one infantry unit forwards but does lose it. I think this northern side, there's just too much here for US Prestor John. Another double Focke-Wulf strike coming in. Wow, 3 Focke-Wulfs coming into play. Looks like they're trying to hit these Panthers in the central area. Is there a hole in Kato's air defense? It looks like there is. One of the Focke-Wulfs goes down. Will these... one of the Panthers does go down. Will these Focke-Wulf get the kill? He's chasing. Oh, God. Bad camera work there. Bad camera work. No Focke-Wulf kills. Oh, now US Prestor John is chasing Kato, and he does get the kill. So Kato loses a big Focke-Wulf, very important plane, but US Prestor John may still lose that, chasing over the anti-air units. Will he get out alive? US Prestor John is going to be hoping to God he does, and I think he is. I think he is just going to get out alive. Yes, he does. Does escape there. So US Prestor John wins the little battle there of the Focke-Wulfs. He has 4, and I think he's still got 4. Kato had 3, and I think he's still got... I think he's lost 1, so I think he's got 2 now. It could be key. This game has still got 21 minutes at this stage, so the more of those planes you've got, the more Panthers you can take out. More mortars coming in from US Prestor John, 120mm mortars here. I guess he's just going to shell this entire town, try and push back. I don't think either side's going to make any progress from their positions up north. I don't think US Prestor John's going to be able to push forwards. I think it's too close to the reinforcement spawn. Kato doesn't have a lot here, but I think he's going to be able to hold off a push for long enough for him to get reinforcements in. And I don't think Kato can push forwards. US Prestor John has too much up north. Another rocket strike into the center. Don't think he's going to pick up any kills there, although the Panther has finally gone down. I'm not sure what killed it, but it has gone down. Maybe they've been this Panther D up on the hill. But I think Kato has kind of re-established Panther control on this battlefield. Very strategic battle right now. Another 2 Panther A's coming in from US Prestor John, as well as an Opal Blitz munitions coming to try and resupply this mortar unit. And both sides bringing in the supply trucks. Kind of surprised Kato's moved it there. Is he trying to fix up this Panther D with the transmission damage? I'm guessing that's what he's going to do. Oh wait, no, he does have the mortar half-track. This is a mortar half-track, so he's resupplying the mortar half-track. Both sides resupplying their mortars. The 120 mils are now in though, and they will bring some big damage down onto this area. Will Kato be able to survive? Unless more infantry comes in, US Prestor John definitely isn't going to capture the area. He may well kill the units there, but I think Kato's going to continue to hold it. Unless some infantry comes in from US Prestor John. I'm pretty sure he has a lot left. Ooh, southern push. Southern push. Panzergren's down into the south. And this could be a nice tidy push down here. The Panther Ds are going to support as well. US Prestor John reloading his Panzergrens back into his transports there to avoid losing them. There is a Panzervernichtungs's here, so Kato, I don't think he's noticed this southern push right now. He has now, and the Panzervernichtungs's take the shot, do destroy one of the units in the half tracks. US Prestor John just keeping his Panzergrens in those half tracks, trying to protect them against enemy fire. The Panzervernichtungs's are pushing forwards. They are revealed and are being fired upon. They're not in a fantastic position right now, but they are 6-man squad down to 4 men right. Ooh, strikes down goes one of the Focke-Wulfs in the northern side. There is a double Flak 43 closing the gap in that anti-air net, and there are a lot of Flak 43s up north now, so Kato's really closing that anti-air gap. Wow, both of those Focke-Wulfs went down. The reach, I'm pretty sure both of those Focke-Wulfs went down then. Amazing reach from that Flak 43. Looks like the southern push is proceeding, but oh, there's a Pak 40 pushing right through. He's going to take out this half track. There is a bomber up here as well, a Heinkel H11 triple 11 triple 1. A Heinkel 111 H20. There we go. It is gonna drop its payload at some point, and I imagine after that US Prestor John's going to push forward with the SDKZ 251s, trying to pick up the surrenders. But I think the battery fuel, unless that gets pinned down, is going to prevent those surrenders. In comes the bombs. Is it going to play out like we expect? No. So he concentrated on taking out that infantry. Now I'm kind of surprised he didn't allocate it onto this crossroads and then push forwards for some quick surrenders. Oh, in comes a second one. Is that going to do the job? That does the job, but he doesn't push forwards here for the surrenders like I expected. He could pick up all 3 surrenders right now, but doesn't do so. There is another Panzervernichtungs's down here. Right, back up to the northern side. While we've been concentrating on the south, it looks like US Prestor John, has ordered a northern push as well. Will he make it through? In comes the reinforcements. Like I said earlier, I think Kato's going to be able to hold off in time for those vital reinforcements to make it to the front line. US Prestor John finally picks up the flag. I think he did push forward those half tracks, or at least one of them. Pick up the surrenders. Does establish control of the south. But it's a weak hold for now. One of the half tracks goes down to the Pack 40 in that light forest. US Prestor John trying to micro out the other half track out of the way. He really needs to get those Panzergrens in ASAP. And US Prestor John is trying to mortar the Panthers with his 120 mils. Try and get rid of them with artillery. Oh! 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 Which certainly he can do. Wow, we caught that one just at the right time. But yeah, you certainly can take out Panthers with 120mm mortars. And US Prestor John is doing that. It is 12-12. Kato Megumi.ZZ is in the lead. 41 minutes into this game. Who is going to win? At this point, I cannot call it. I think Kato's in a... I mean, he's certainly in a better position in the central and southern sides. I think he is going to recapture this. Although the Panzergrens, they may well get through here. Two Fokker Wolves come in. Oh, they're going to try and hit that Panther D. It goes down anyway to the Panther Ds here. Are they going to try and fire onto those... The other one, there is some AA in here now. The SD2 Oh, this one's straying rather north over those flak 43s. I think this northern one's going to go down. Look at how far they are reaching. They're reaching all the way kind of back here. We're talking almost to... Yeah, close to 4,000 meters those flak 41s are reaching. Wow. As far as I'm aware, their range is only like 2,500, but I think the added bonus of being on top of the hill is really helping that flak 43 out. So the Panzergrens, I think one of the units did go down, but the other one has made it in here. US Prestor John is pushing forwards more Panzergrens. I like this southern push. His northern push was halted like we expected. It was halted. He wasn't able to push through. The reinforcements have come through in town. Another Panther goes down to those 120 mils. Wow, US Prestor John is really hurting Kato with those mortars. He's doing a great job. Oh, Panther D pushing down in the south. Kato, I think, is definitely going to pick up control of this southern side. There's just two Panzergrens down here, and I mean, he's got to be careful though. If he loses these infantry units, he may well not be able to pick up the position once more. Well, another two Panthers coming down here though. Kato desperately wants this southern side. Did a Panther go down to a Panzerfaust shot? Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not, but possibly. The Panzergrens do push through that position there. Probably more likely this Pack 3850 here. Oh, the infantry is now being shelled, and it's just a difficult position for Prestor John to reinforce. Difficult. Up in the northern side, Kato is pushing forwards this time, trying to counter-attack against US Prestor John's push. I don't think he's going to make it though. There's so many half tracks. More mortars hitting these Panther Ds. US Prestor John's been fantastic at targeting them with the 120mm mortars. He's doing really well trying to take out these Panthers. They're also engaging these Panthers down here. And the added suppressions really helping US Prestor John in this Panther engagement. Down goes one on the top of the hill, and the other one is really in trouble right now. This is a tough match to call. I think Kato is going to gain control back of this southern side. It should put him a 13-11 up. I don't think he's going to manage to push. Like I said, I don't think either side's going to make any progress up on the north. I think it's all down to the central and south. And I think Kato's going to re-control this southern side, which is going to give him a 13-11. But US Prestor John definitely had a deep deck. Like, he had 3 C-Phase infantry cards. I still think this one is anyone's game at this point. Those 120mm mortars have been doing a fantastic job, but is US Prestor John kind of out of support trucks? He has a card of 6 in his deck, so I imagine he's still got more support trucks available to him. He could do with resupplying all of these mortars up here on this northern side. He does have a lack of infantry up here though. I'm certain he has more infantry. I'm certain of it. He had a lot of infantry in his deck. Let's just recheck. 2 C-Phase cards of Panzergrenz with the Panzerfaust. That's 24 in total. And another 27 Panzergrenz without the Panzerfaust. He definitely has... I'm sure he has a lot more infantry at his disposal. This is a tight fight, a very tight fight. Who is going to win out? And remember, Kato Megumi.ZZ has already won a game in this matchup between the two players. So if he wins it, US Prestor John is out of this tournament. US Prestor John has to win this game to have a chance of continuing. It's all or nothing for him. Another support truck does come into that northern side and more infantry comes in as well. I think they're the right calls, and Kato's throwing a lot of infantry up into this northern side. He is trying to make a breakthrough up north, and I think he'd be better off concentrating on the south. US Prestor John, I think, is trying to reinforce the southern position. Again, that's the correct call. I think US Prestor John's made 2 good calls here. I think Kato's made the wrong call investing in this north. But, you know, we have the benefit of seeing all of the units on the field. Kato cannot see what's here right now. I think US Prestor John has enough up in this northern position. Although there is a Panzerveninktons here. This could do a lot of damage. This could do a hell of a lot of damage up north. Those Stugs could be in trouble here. It's aligning. Takes the shot. Does kill one of the Stugs. Big kill. Maybe Kato is going to push through here. He's does lose one in the transport. US Prestor John needs to get this Pack 3850 into play down here. Although it's only got 1 AP shell in total left on it. The Stug did go down. The other one is retreating. Kato looks... Actually, he's made a successful push up here. He's captured the flag, but can he hold it? Yes, I think he can. I think he can. Wow, he's proved me wrong up in this northern side. The Panther A pushing forwards as well is going to provide that armoured support. And there's no AA down here. In comes a double Focke-Wulf strike trying to take down that Panther A. Will it succeed? Oh, it doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. Possibly a Jagdpanzer kill there. May well have been the artillery coming in as well. Did not need those double Focke-Wulfs, and yeah, the attack has stalled. And US Prestor John's Panzergrenz coming in just in time. Down goes another Stug to the Panzerveninktons. Those 3-star Panzerveninktons have done a fantastic job right now. Kato still has the opportunity. This Stug 4 is the main threat. Can it take care of the opposite Stug? The Panzerveninktons pushing forwards once again, but the Stug's retreated out of range. It's going to be a Stug off. Stug v Stug. They're not quite in range just yet. But surely US Prestor John's going to try and take that engagement. He's going to drop a Heinkel 111 H20 on it, I'm sure. Artillery raining down as well. US Prestor John desperate to hold this northern position. Down comes the bomb. Destroys the infantry commander up there, and the Stug has to retreat. the Jagdpanzer IV going to take out the other... Oh no! Loses out to a Panzer IV-H there. Nice kill from that Panzer IV-H. Can Kato hold on to this northern position? He has a Panther A back here, not doing anything. Why is that Panther A not pushing forwards? And US Prestor John, I think, desperately microing up in the north, so his reinforcing Panzergrenadiers haven't pushed forwards in the south yet. But he may well lose them to this Pak 38 if he does push them forwards. In the transports, at least. He needs to unload them and push them forwards on foot. The Stug 4 is still in here. There is a Panzer IV-H as well. And another Stug 4. Down goes the half-tracks. More and more half-tracks are going down. US Prestor John desperately trying to hold on to this north. The Stug 4 does go down to a Focke-Wulf 190 F8 attack. I mean, it looks like he's holding on to this northern attack. 51 minutes into this game and US Prestor John still has the 12-12. More reinforcing infantry comes in. I think he's just playing desperately for this long game. And so far, I think he is grinding out Kato Megumi.ZZ. I feel like he is doing it. The Stug 4s do recapture the flag, but they're all alone right now. The Jagdpanzer IV on top of the hill is definitely going to outmatch the Stugs. And just a lot of artillery coming in as well from all of these mortars up here. Ooh, the Panther is pushing forwards around the northern side of this flank, but there is a Panther A from US Prestor John in as well. Man, I think that northern engagement is pretty key right now. But also, Kato's missing a trick in this south. I definitely think he can take it. He is now investing more Panzergrenadiers. He's definitely going to push forwards once again, I'm sure. And I think that's the key. I mean, he's failed at that northern attack. He has to take this south, get himself that 13-11. But why is US Prestor John not fighting back in the centre? He is mortaring the positions, but it's such slow progress. Up on the north, US Prestor John has held Kato at bay. He's definitely lost his commanding position. He had this kind of forest up here. So Kato's definitely pushed him back, but I don't see how he's going to get the flag right now. The Panther A is all the way forwards. I assume that US Prestor John is out of anti-tank guns, out of AT guns. He's going to just rely on those Focke-Wulf 190 F8s. Oh, we have a ping. We have a ping onto the battlefield. US Prestor John spotted the Pak 38. It did take down one of the transports here. So Kato, surely he's going to push forwards with his Panzergrenadiers in the south, and I think this has got what's going to turn the tide, because US Prestor John is just... he's not going to be able to reinforce this position. Oh, US Prestor John pushes forwards in the centre. Will he take the flag back? Yes, he does. Just ever so slightly. Really needs to... oh, hits his own men with that mortar. I think that took out a huge chunk of men. Kato is extremely lucky there. Extremely lucky to hold off that push. And US Prestor John ordering more Panzergrenadiers in there. I think he will make it through with that second lot of Panzergrenadiers. The Panthers do push forwards and hold the flag. So Kato's holding with his tanks, not with his infantry. And the Jagdpanzer versus the Panther. Well, the Panther's going to win. Oh, more AA coming in here trying to protect those Panthers, as well as the commander. He's trying to protect the Panthers from any strikes. The Panther A is just pushing forwards. This is not advised, but 55 minutes into this game, Kato does re-secure the 13-11. Oh, we could see a Panzerfaust. Oh my god, why is US Prestor? I'm sure he moved that forwards. Oh, he's engaging the infantry. That's going to let Kato know those Panzergrenadiers are there. And US Prestor John has missed his opportunity to get a Panzerfaust shot into the side of that Panther A. Kato Megumi, I don't think he's quite realised, but the Panther's spotted it and surely will take care of those Panzergrens. Yeah, down they go. US Prestor John resecures this central point with those reinforcing Panzergrens and evens it up once again, 12-12, but Kato does push forwards in the south. Oh, the Mortier Wilferswerther is coming in with another rocket attack. But most of the infantry are past those positions. Kato pushing forward in the south though does take out the flag in the south, re-establishes that 13-11, and US Prestor John is down quite substantially on the victory tick. 12 minutes left of this game. Of another Focke-Wulf 190 F8 coming in, taking strikes at the at the infantry, just trying to hold off any further assault here. Kind of surprised by that choice. Oh, Panther A coming down on top of that hill to something. It must have been more artillery. It must have been more artillery. Oh, and Kato has managed to get a lot up in this northern side. Actually, he's got a substantial force here, as well as some reinforcing Panzergrens. I definitely think this Panther A, if that goes down, there is the Panther A and the Jagdpanzer is going to hold off the armor. You know, that's going to be what's key to hold off the armor, as well as the Focke-Wulf 190 F8 circling above. Can Kato push forwards that northern attack? He's lost that central flag, but he's gained the south, he's gained the north, and he's got reinforcements coming into the centre. So Kato definitely looks like he's pushed back in this last 10 minutes and really pushed back hard. I think US Prestor John was looking like he was going to grind this one out, but Kato has pushed forwards, and I think he's in a decent position right now. He's got 11 minutes left to hold on to this game and hold on for the victory. The SDKFZ 7-1 is attacking the infantry. The Focke-Wulf 190 still circling. Heinkel's dropping on the southern side, desperately trying to take out the infantry here, but there's just too many. US Prestor John pushes forwards, does pick up a surrender. Will he pick up another surrender as well? Possibly, but I still think there's still 2 infantry squads here he's not going to be able to take out with that one half squad of Panzergrens remaining. There are a lot of Panthers down in this southern side as well, so I think Kato has this game right now in the grasp of his hands. He's really close to pulling out the victory, putting on the pressure on all of these mortars back here, and that's going to hurt US Prestor John. They're all out of ammunition, but they've been doing a major job for Prestor John throughout this game, taking out the tanks. It looks like those Focke-Wulfs are coming in into the north for attacks onto the T-34-85s. Will they get the kill? Will he attack the same vehicle? Why didn't he split those up and attack both vehicles at the same time? He could have picked off both of them, but I think he wanted the guaranteed kill on at least one of them. I think he should have split those 2 planes up and microed them onto both tanks. Ooh. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 Panther A's coming in from US Prestor John. And they are 130 points apiece, so that's 520 points of income, all purchased all at once. So he must have been floating some points there. He does bring it up into that northern side. Can it hold off this push? I mean, 4 Panthers possibly, but 2 Pak 40s are making their way through for Kato. May well surprise US Prestor John. He might not expect, and a support truck as well. These mortars up here have been out of supply for a long time. US Prestor John must have been struggling with his micro to be floating points and not resupplying his support trucks, but I think that's a bit of a mistake. Another 2 Panthers coming into the south. He must have been floating points hard. 8 minutes left on the clock for US Prestor John to hold on to this game. He has to do something now. These Panthers need to push forwards now. He's repositioning some into the center. It looks like he's going for a central push. It might work for him. It might work for him. But it's close. 7 minutes 40 left on the clock. It's very close. What is that? Shelling? Oh, he's placing down smoke. Oh, the Panther goes down to a... What did that go down to? I think it must have been a Pack 40. It was either that or the... No, it was the T-34-85. That was my initial thought. But obviously it reversed out and made me think it wasn't that T-34-85. Massive kill for Kato Megumi.ZZ. T-34-85 taking out a Panther. He will take that all day long. But there are still 2 more up on this northern side. US Prestor John has halted Kato's advance, but he needs to pull back a flag, and he desperately needs one now. 7 minutes left on the clock. And just a single rocket coming in, but there is an Opel Blitz munitions here. Resupplying one of the multi-Vielverschwerfers. Oh, infantry coming through these wooded areas in the center as well. Looks like Kato's going to be attacking the infantry with his rockets. Oh, that's going to be a big strike. All of them pinned down. That was US Prestor John's major advance. Oh, are these Panzergrenadiers going to pick up surrenders as well? I mean, even if they don't, the Pack 40 will finish them off for sure. That's going to be 3 infantry units US Prestor John is not happy about losing. We are over an hour now. 1 hour, 3 minutes into this game. 13-11 still to Kato. He has 5 minutes left to hang on, secure the victory and make his way through to the semi-finals. US Prestor John has to pull out all the stops to keep himself in this tournament. If he does manage to get the win, it's not going to be enough to take him through to the semis. He's going to have to fight Kato one more time. But at the moment, Kato has the advantage. He's 13-11 up. There's 5 minutes 25 seconds on the clock. And US Prestor John's losing his troops slowly. I think Kato has a few more troops on the field right now. It's still very tight. I think if Prestor John had maybe, you know, another 10-15 minutes, he wouldn't be out of this. But at 5 minutes left on the clock, he needs to pick up 2 flags now. 14-10. Kato does secure this central flag. There was a troop, Panzergrenadier troop half squad that did go down here. US Prestor John is kind of pushing through. He's retargeting the central position. Reinforcements are coming in from Kato. It's just slow progress right now. And is the progress too slow? Oh, this is going to be tight. If US Prestor John pulls this back, there's going to be less than a minute left on the clock for sure. It looks like he's trying to push back in this north. The Yak, but he needs to move forwards. There's 4 minutes left on the clock. I mean, maybe he's going to make it. Maybe he's going to make it. A lot of tanks have gone down, but this Pack 40 still in this position. The mortars are key for Kato at suppressing this infantry. This is the dangerous stuff. Yeah, because 3 of them are going to have to fall back. The attack stalls. And Kato's going to last at least another minute up in this northern side before another attack can come through from US Prestor John. The Panther pushing forwards in the centre. That's going to hurt Kato, and I wonder whether he's out of Panthers. There's not many Panthers left on this field. There's a few in the south. A lot of infantry reinforcements coming in, but Kato might well be out of heavy tanks at this point. Oh, the Flak 43 engaging 2 squads of Panzergrens. The Panzergrens do win out. Will Prestor John get the flag? Surely. Does bring it back to a 12-12. Has he done enough right now? Oh, a rocket strike coming in though. Pins both of the Panzergrens down desperately, and there's more reinforcements coming in. I think Kato has held off that central push. There's only 1 unit of Panzergrens left in there, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of Panzergrens coming in from Kato. He's done it. He has held off that central position back to a 13-11. 3 minutes left on the clock. This is so tight. I think that's the center push held off. I think it's all about the north right now for US Prestor John. He has to push through and take this flag back in the north. It's his only chance right now. It's his only chance. There's 2 minutes left on the clock. He could do it, but he needs to make a move now. He needs to make a move now. He needs to use his half tracks and push them forwards down this road, support them with the Panthers. The other Panthers on the hill. He needs to get them moving now, because it's going to take them a moment to get to the flag. You know, he's got 2 minutes left on this clock. He needs to be... these Panthers need to move onto this flag right now and give him some breathing room. He has to push forwards. We've got a Heinkel 111 H20. That's going to be nice. Really going to stun up those units. The stub does go down. Prestor John can do this, but he's got 1 minute 40 left. He has to make the move. Prestor John has to make a move. The Panther 8. Is it going forwards? The half tracks are moving forwards. He needs something. Down goes the Heinkel. I don't know whether it actually got the bomb off. I don't think it did. And that's going to hurt. He needs to make a move in this northern side. The infantry need to push forwards. What is Prestor John waiting for right now? There is 1 minute 15 seconds left on this clock. He has to push forwards at all costs. I mean, he is so close. He can do it. He can do this. I'm sure of it. Focke-Wulf strike down to the south. Engine stall onto the Panther 8. It's very rare we see an engine stall. I would love to see that critical more often. It is kind of the same as the driver knockout, but I would still like to see it more often. Right, finally, we have the attack up in the north, but there's 43 seconds left on the clock. US Prestor John has to take 2 flags. There's 43 seconds. He has to fast move. He is now fast moving with this Panther. This is going to be so tight. Can he take these 2 flags? 31 seconds on the clock. This is desperately tight. Does destroy the Pack 40 up on the northern side. I think he is going to take this flag up here. Wow, this is so close. Can the Panther A get into position? 21 seconds, 20 seconds left on this clock. Does resecure that northern flag. Oh my days, this is so tight. 15 seconds left. Can he get there in time? The Panther A, no, he's not going to get there in time. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. Oh my god, it is not going to get there in time. The Panther is not going to make it. Kato wins. Oh, what? Unbelievable finish. Unbelievable finish. Prestor John was too late. Oh my days. He needed to move that Panther 10 seconds earlier, and he would have got the 12-12. Oh, wow. 69 minutes. Nice. 69 minutes, 12 seconds. Man alive. Kato Megumi.ZZ picks up the victory. Wow, congratulations, Kato. 5,000. Wow. 5,700 kills to 7,000 losses. That is my dog in the background if you're hearing some whines. 5,800 kills to 7,000 losses. US Prestor John just wrecked Kato. He completely out-traded him. He wasn't aggressive enough late on into that game. I have a feeling Kato Megumi.ZZ was out of heavy equipment. I think he was completely out of heavy equipment. I think if US Prestor John would have ordered that northern attack just 30 seconds earlier. He could have made it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But congratulations, Kato Megumi.ZZ. He picks up the victory. He picks up 2-0. He wins the matchup against US Prestor John and will head forwards into the semi-final against Gonzo. Wow. Wow, what a game, and it's going to be a fantastic matchup. Kato versus Gonzo. The semi-finals are decided or are laid out. We have Sean versus Nilla and Gonzo versus Kato Megumi.ZZ. That's my dog running around. It's because I get so excited. He gets excited as well, starts running around and whining and anyway. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not going to look at the kills and losses. It's just going to take too long to go through them. But fantastic play. Absolute fantastic play. And wow. Thanks very much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed that game. If you did, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss the semi-finals. Sean versus Nilla. I am so excited for that. Gonzo versus Kato. Just gonna be absolutely fantastic. Do not miss those semi-finals. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again, I'm sure. Thanks very much for watching. I am Angry Bird. I will see you next time.